If we keep second guessing our decisions, keep rehashing all those embarrassing moments, or can't get the mind to quiet down enough to fall asleep, then we are overthinking things. Thinking things through is good. That's worrying productively, but overthinking them not only makes us less productive, hurts our sleep and mental peace, but it also negatively affects how we experience life. And this 3-step roadmap that we are going to explore right now shows how to stop overthinking everything that you say, do, or that happened to you. The first thing is learning to notice when we are thinking towards something specific, thinking to find a solution, and when we are simply staying stuck in the what ifs and only ifs, because that's harmful overthinking. That's worrying unproductively. Thinking the heck out of something can for a while make us feel like we know all the risks, everything that we might mess up, and so we can be ready for it. In a sense, it gives us a sense of control, a sense of power over things. But the more choices we have, the more confused we get. It's called the paradox of choices. Thinking things through the wrong way simply adds to our stress because it usually only highlights all the dreadful scenarios, everything that could go wrong. This is because our brain senses the tension and it tries its best to keep us safe and surviving the best it knows. It's part of what's called the negativity bias. The best way to notice when we are going about this thinking things through situation or wrong is when we are stuck in the what ifs and only if things were different. We don't have a clear idea of specifically what is it that we want to happen, what is it that we do want. In other words, we don't have a specific goal that we are thinking towards. That's harmful overthinking. Problem solving always has a goal and the aim to come up with an action plan. And the second thing to look out for is what we are focusing on. Is it the things that we can control, or are we worrying about the things that we have no control over, like other people's behavior or the general socio-economic situation, or for that matter, if it's going to rain tomorrow or not? We only truly ever have control over what we say or do or think, nothing else. And so we have to start getting comfortable with uncertainty. That's how to stop overthinking everything, because when we are comfortable with uncertainty, we stop overanalyzing everything, trying to be ready as much as we can and feel in control. Okay, so now that we can separate problem solving from our overthinking mode, it's time to start doing it the right way, turning every overthinking loop into a problem solving session. So this is how I go about it. Whenever I find myself getting lost in all the things that I don't want, or why is it even happening to me, I just stop and then I switch intentionally to thinking about what is it that I do want. And so what can I do to get that result? What things can I change to improve the chances of that result happening? And when you get into the specifics, what needs to be done, how, what, then a goal and an action plan starts to appear. Overthinking is kind of a never-ending loop, and this gives us a chance to step out of this loop and move on with life. Now that was for when we worry about, when we overthink things that will happen in the future. But we also sometimes overanalyze things or overthink about things that happened in the past. Like, oh, I should have said that instead. Or what did he mean when he said that? Always trying to read between the lines, and this needs some work on our part, on how much we care about what others think of us, how easily we take things to heart, and how truly do we believe in our abilities and our capabilities. But I won't go any deeper into this over here because I've done a lot of videos on this, so I will just leave a couple of links in the description below. Now sometimes, especially when making a big or a scary decision, we keep second guessing our choice, overanalyzing our decision. What if I'm missing out on something good? Or shouldn't I be trying that out first? And we end up secretly wishing only if I knew how it was going to turn out. You see, most decisions feel definitely good or bad in hindsight when we know what the outcome was, how much we liked what happened as a result of that choice. And since there's no way to time travel and know beforehand what happens definitely as a result of that, we keep turning things over in our head, overthinking things, trying to analyze it as much as we can to have as much control as we can over what happens. It makes us feel safe. Reducing uncertainty makes us feel safe, but it doesn't really help us make decisions that we won't regret later, no matter what the outcome is. It doesn't really really tell us when to stop thinking things through. And once you have got the wheel of what ifs going, it's really hard to stop. And what helps us know it's time to stop is when a solution ticks all the right boxes for the values, the qualities we admire. We unconsciously screen every problem and the information relating to that problem through the screen of our values. And that's the reason behind those moments when we go, I knew it was probably not going to work out, but I simply can't think why I went ahead with that. The option we chose simply aligned with our values, and that's why it felt right. And so if we are clear about our priorities and our values, we can start making more aware and faster decisions without overthinking anything. And that works really well, but there's more to making decisions with confidence. And this video over here shows a very simple but effective plan that you can start implementing right now to make decisions with more clarity and confidence. I hope you found this video helpful. Take care, and I'll meet you in the next video.